Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Hope you got some hot, fresh coffee. I'm trying to, I don't know if I'm sitting in the right spot or not. I'm trying a little bit different camera location. I tried putting it on this little mini tripod thing earlier, and I didn't like that at all. So this has got a little bit more of a straight on thing where it won't look like I'm ignoring y'all. But let me know if you like that or not. Got my little timer going, so we're on the clock. uh, Going to be an awesome day. Yesterday turned out to be a really good day. I did not work on Jack's project, but I'm planning on doing it right after the coffee sessions today. Get started back on it. And from what Joanne told me this morning, it looks like the weather's going to be pretty decent today, tomorrow, and Saturday. I think there's some rain starting to come back in Sunday. And then she said we've had almost 6 inches of rain this month. So, yeah, we needed it though. We really needed it. All right, let me check to see who's hanging out over here. We got any thumbs up? Yeah, we got a few of them. We got a few of them over there. Let's see here. We got Troy Pritchard. He says, "Good morning, everybody." Thumbs up. Yeah, thank you, Troy. Good morning to you. Larry Galt's here. Happy Thursday, Larry. Hope everything's going well where you're at. Marcello Balone. Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well this fine morning. Yep, good morning. Let's see, David Burnett. Excuse me. It says, "Good morning." Levi sends a big tail wag. Well, tell him Jack sends a big tail wag back. Although I don't even know where Jack is. He's not in here. I got the door open, the fan on, and yeah, his bed's right here. And I even got a treat in my pocket. In fact, I'll probably take that out before I forget and stick it in the washing machine. I'm kind of known to do stuff like that. But we'll see. He'll probably pop in here in a little bit. Gary Hammett's here this morning. How you doing, Gary? Mr. Bart Bixel. Something going on my phone over there. Good morning, Bart. Let's see, who else did I miss? Somebody. My favorite solar man, Ryan Ballard's here. How you doing this morning, Ryan? Jesse's here this morning. Good morning, Jesse. Mr. Doug Sis says, "Morning all, cool day in Indiana." Yep, yep. A little cool here right now. Of course, I'm sitting in front of the fan, but it's kind of humid. I think it's one of them days. It's not going to be that hot, but it's going to be humid. So I'd rather it be hot myself, but it is what it is. Man, did y'all hear about the? Watched a little news today. Good God Almighty! There's never any good news stories on the thing. Never. But anyway, I saw in Florida, man, I don't remember exactly where, but part of a condominium building just fell down, fell apart. I don't know what's up with that. Um, I guess they're still searching for victims and doing the investigation. I don't know if they know what caused it or anything. I didn't get to hear a whole lot about it, but I just saw the picture and I'm like, holy cow! Just like half the building fell down. So I don't know what's up with that. I guess we'll find out more later. Mr. Monroe Cook is here this morning. Good morning, sir. How are you doing? Um, the Hawks, I guess that's the only good thing they can talk about on the news. The Hawks I told you they beat Philadelphia, and I'm not following them, so I only catch what they say on the news. But I guess they were in a playoff game in Philadelphia, and they beat Philadelphia. So last night I guess they had game one of the. Can y'all hear me all right? I don't ever know if I got this thing adjusted right or not. Game one of the Eastern Conference Final, so it means they're getting up there to the big prize. And they were playing at Milwaukee and beat them. Old Trey, what's his name? The little guy. I don't know if you're following that, Doug, but man, that guy shoots from practically half court when he shoots a three. He's way out there and nails it most of the time. So, of course, I guess they wouldn't show on the news when he misses. And I don't watch the game, so. But anyway, let me back that up a little bit. Let's see, Jeremiah Brown's here. I'm going to move a couple of yards of sand for the pool in a bit. Always do projects that cause me to work. Yeah, I saw your picture on Facebook or Instagram or wherever it was you had it. I'm glad it's you doing that and not me. Putting in a pool always sounds like a good idea until you start doing it. And it's like, what was I thinking? Let's see. David Corliss says, "How you feeling?" Thanks for asking, David. I'm doing very well. Had to go go down to Walgreens and get some prescriptions filled yesterday. I got, what did I get? 4 different kinds of stuff. And I guess it's all important. But one of them things, it must be really important because it was like almost $77 for 30 of them, which is, about $260 a piece or something like that. And that's with the Walgreens prescription card discount thing. I can't remember what it was without that, but and some of that stuff's, good old big pharma. You got to pay it to get them, I guess. But yeah, thanks for asking, David. I'm doing well. Actually feeling way better than I did, a little over 2 months ago before I had the heart attack. Because I'd try to get out in the yard and do something, and it just, in just a little bit, I'd be out of breath. But when after you have a heart attack and you find out that your old ticker wasn't running on but about 15-20%, it's no wonder I could do what little bit I got done. But anyway, I can't complain. Doing pretty good. Let's see, Troy Pritchard's saying we sound good. Okay. I just work because I don't like this thing right up in my face. I watch a lot of those podcasts, man. Those guys have that thing like right here, and I'm like, dude, Mike will pick up. You can back that thing off a little bit. But let's see. Bill Hoffman says, "Good morning, Dave and everyone. Nice today, but then rain for the next 5 days. Welcome to summer." Dave Mack says, "Morning. Hope everyone has a blessed day. Jackson and I are enjoying our hours so far." Yeah. And Mr. Foley's here too. Good morning, Bruce. Good to see you. Yeah. Let's see. What else was I going to talk about? There's really not. I don't even want to talk about that stuff because there's nothing good to talk about. I saw some. I hate to even get started talking about this. I saw some stuff where now they're talking about, they keep talking about this climate change stuff. And now they're talking about how they're predicting, and I don't know who they is, but the experts uh, that live over in Washington, I guess, they're now predicting that there will be some kind of climate lockdowns. In other words, because of climate change, no, you can't go anywhere. You got to stay home. Kind of like the COVID thing. Uh, but I watch stuff like that on the news, and I'm like, for crying out loud, man, quit trying to scare people. Just that's their thing. They want to keep everybody scared so they can tell you what to do. And sooner or later, I hope sooner, but people are finally going to have to just realize that the news media is full of. You just don't pay attention to what they say. When they tell you to do something, don't do it. I hate to sound, tell y'all to be rebellious and all that kind of stuff. Man, we're gonna have to step up and do something for longer. They just keep running over us. It's been something. Every time people stop getting scared of one thing, they come up with something else. Like now they got this new variant of COVID. What they call it, the Delta variant. It's like, yeah, people are starting to, you go somewhere and you see people, you know, around other people, and nobody's wearing the mask, and you know, the vaccines supposedly work, and so they're like, well, that's not working anymore. We better come up with a scarier one. So that's what they're doing, but I don't care. I just don't pay attention to any of that stuff. I mean, I pay attention to it, but I just kind of shake my head and like, nah. I don't. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm not doing it. There's Jack. You hear him? He's barking at something. I don't know what he's barking at. Yeah, that's exactly right, Gary. They're wanting us to stay home and in the dark. I don't know, but again, I hate to keep talking about all these controversial things, but I saw a video on Facebook. Dan Bongino, I don't know if you guys, as I scroll through, I saw it, and it was talking about how, now this is crazy. This is really crazy. These people, good old patriotic U.S. American citizens, were at a school board meeting, and they had that place filled up. They had their signs, and they had come to the part of the meeting where the powers that be that set up high and mighty on their little, behind their little thing there, were letting people come up and talk, and they were talking about that critical race theory. And I guess they got tired of hearing it. I say, they meaning the high and mighty, that they just got on there and said, okay, we're going to shut this off. We're not, the comments part's over. We're moving on to the next item. And those people would have none of it. None of it. They all stood up. They wouldn't let the meeting proceed. They started singing Star Spangled Banner and America's Beautiful and all that kind of stuff. And that's what I mean. People are getting tired of these so-called experts and people that really work for us, but they seem to forget that. So anyway, but yeah, take it from old Dave. Enough's enough. It's time to start calling it like you call them like you see them. Hey buddy, let me give you a shout of the Jack Cam. We're too serious here today. Let me give you a shout of Jack here. That'll make everything more better. Psst. There we go. Now life is good. Jack gets a treat. There we go. All right. Well, I guess I better switch it back. Good old Jack. I think I figured out. You remember the other day when I got on here and my sound. I didn't realize it because I didn't do a sound check, and my sound was really crappy. Remember that a few days ago? I think I've got it figured out because ever since I've hooked up the Jack cam, and I've got it mounted on a tripod right here. It is a one of those external webcam things that's identical to this one. Because when I do switch cameras, they're exactly the same number. It's just that I know that, excuse me, the one for Jack is the one on top, and the one in the middle is the one for this, and then there's a third one which is, well, I don't remember what it is. It's something. But anyway, apparently every morning when I come out here now and turn this on, it finds the first one that it runs across, and the first one it runs across is the last one I plugged in, which is Jack's camera. And it, of course, has a built-in microphone too. So I think that day that my sound sounded really crappy is because that webcam is over there about probably 3-4 feet from where my voice is. So it's a wonder it was picking me up at all. But yeah, so every morning now when I come in, I have to do the sound check and I always tap this mic. And when I don't see the little things move, I go in and reset it to this mic and also change the camera to this one. So it's doing that. All right, let's see. I'm missing a bunch of comments. Hey, look who snuck in here. Mark Lindsay, CNC. How you doing, Mark? How's things in the shed shop? And have you got your table saw out of storage yet? That's the big question. I know you got to be just chomping at the bit to get that thing back where you can use it. Because I've seen that other little thing you used, that little portable thing, and yeah, enough said there. All right, let's see. Gary says he loves Dan, talking about Dan Bongino. Dan's a good guy. Sometimes he's a little annoying, though, the way he does his things, because he'll start talking about something and he'll tease about it, and then he'll just keep going on and on. I'm like, just get to it. Run the clip. I want to see, But yeah, Bongino is awesome. Okay. Ryan Ballard says that is the county I went to high school in. Well, that explains it then. Gary said they arrested some of them. Really? Holy cow! For what? For being there and doing their free speech thing? I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. Let's see, Ryan says, it's pretty interesting because my school was full of kids with parents that were in the government, CIA, sports. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Doug says, sir, 17 years on the school board, that stuff goes both ways. All right. I graduated with some of Chief Justice Scalia's kids. He spoke at our graduation. All right. Clyde CNC's here this morning. How you doing, Clyde? Good to see you. I see Mark says, waiting on my coffee to cook. Okay. Jim Senicola. Good morning, Jim. Made it home to Michigan. Jim, I got your email. I haven't answer yet. Don't go back and buy them plans again, because I'm thinking the things you bought were they're old. They're old, and it's much better the way I do it now. But I don't think I ever did plans for the setup I got now. But if you want to make yours like that, because if you bought the same kind of rotary thing with the tailstock that I did, or a similar one, I mean, you can see what I've done is simple, just a couple pieces of plywood, but it works awesome. It works great. So, but yeah, don't go on there and buy them plans, because I don't even know if they're still on there. But if they are, it's probably that old thing, which I probably need to take down if they're on there. Larry Gall says, Dave, what is that pressure vessel on the floor? I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's see how I can show that to you. Let me catch up on the comments, Larry, and then we got time? Yeah, we got a few minutes left. Gary Hammond says, for stopping a meeting or something like that. Yeah, but see that kind of stuff just irritates me, because those people work for that crowd. Anyway, Troy says, welcome back to Michigan. Jim sent a caller. Mark says he hadn't got the saw yet. Been too stinking hot to go to the dump. Been over 100 all week. Yikes. Man. Supposed to get to 112 on Sunday. Holy cow. You better stay in all day and do your live stream. Forget going outside Sunday. All right, let me see if I can get Larry a shot of this thing. Trying to see how I can set it where y'all can see it. It is. Let me switch to Jack's camera. I think. Okay, there it is there. I'll try not to bother Jack while I'm rolling this around. Let's see here. It's all right. I'm not going to bother you. Try to get it closer. But this is I can't ever remember the name of that company. And they don't have a label on it. Let me turn this mic around. All right, can y'all still hear me? Larry, this is I think the company is called California Air Tools. It's California something. I'm pretty sure it's California Air Tools. But this, I mentioned this the other day. This is not a paint spraying pot that's converted to a resin casting pot. This is a resin I don't even have it in the picture, dude. This is a resin casting. Hold on here. I guess I could move this. There we go. This is made specifically for resin casting. So you pull it out of the box. The only thing you can see, there's some casters on it. That's the only thing you have to do to it. It's ready to go. I've already tested it, and when I say tested it, I just clamped these down good. Didn't have anything in it, but just clamped it down good. Put the air hose on here. Filled it up to about 50 pounds per square inch. And then I did that one morning and then waited and came back the next morning and checked the gauge right there, and it hadn't budged. So it seals good. And it is for, like I said, resin casting. And you can set your molds or whatever you're doing, you can set it down in there, put the air to it. And what the pressure does is it doesn't really get rid of air bubbles, but it makes them so microscopic that you can't see them with the human eye. So if you're like trying to do clear resin and you put it in there and overnight and pull it out the next day and it'll look like a piece of glass. It'll be really clear. But that's my resin casting pressure pot. And like I said, it is not there are lots of videos where people will go by the good old Harbor Freight one. And then there's lots of videos on there to show you how to convert it from a paint spraying pot to a pressure pot for resin casting. But you got to buy these other little gadgets and fittings and all that. So anyway, all right, Doug's straightening me out here. School board meeting is a meeting in the public, not a public meeting. It's the law. Okay. Let's see what else did I miss here. Okay, I guess I didn't miss anything. Eddie Miller's here. Says good morning. Running late today. Jeremiah says he converted a paint pot for resin casting. I have to make a batch of stuff this weekend. Yeah, did you get the Harbor Freight one? That seems to be a real popular one just because it's, cheap. But it looks a little clumsy compared to because this one's got if you can see it, it's got the nice big Mickey Mouse ear type wing nut to tighten it down, and it's really easy to get it. And I guess a lot of the Harbor Freight ones, they say people they'll end up where when you put the lid on them, it has to be on there just a certain way, so they'll have to take a marker and mark the lid and the pot so that when they put it on there, they make sure it lines up right. Otherwise, they'll, put it under pressure and then come back the next morning and it's down to nothing because it's all leaked out or something. But yeah, I didn't want to fool with doing any conversion or anything. And I looked at those and I've seen a lot of YouTubers have that one. And let's see, what is it? TCP Global, I guess, is another, and it looks identical to that one. But it's another one you can get that's already set up for resin casting, and you don't have to swap anything out and convert it. Grizzly sells one closer to the California tour. I didn't know Grizzly sold one. I didn't know they had one. All right, Larry, you need to get you one, buddy. Do you some resin casting. I'm going to try to do, there's my timer, so it's time for me to get busy here. I'm wanting to do some, not just to turn some stuff on the lathe, but to also do some resin, turn some resin stuff on a rotary axis. I searched on YouTube. I'm sure somebody's probably done it, but I've searched on YouTube and I can't find anything. All the resin stuff is usually on a lathe. So anyway, all right, that was my timer. I got to get busy working on Jack's project. Going to have a good weather day today. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. Everybody have a great Thursday. And we will see y'all tomorrow. Let's say, hey, tomorrow's Friday. We will be on episode number 333 tomorrow. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. So, all right, everybody have a good one. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bring your coffee.